Well, Tyler Perry says to me, listen, you may really want to consider promoting this film. Because if you get nominated for an Oscar award, your next film is $3 to $5 million. And if you win it, your next film is $6 to $8 million. I said, Tyler, who you talking to? I'm a black woman. Where do they pay those type of salaries, brother? I said, what I cannot do, Tyler, is work for free. I've done what I was supposed to do. I cannot go overseas and do this for free, Tyler. So then he goes on about his spiel, you know. I said, well, listen, you can write me the check for me to go overseas. I don't care where the money comes from, but I'm not gonna do it for free. He says, well, I don't believe in giving money away for free. I said, I don't believe in working for free, so we're on the same page.
Just when everyone thought the tension between Taraji and Oprah couldn't get any messier, here come Monique and 50 Cent jumping right in to stir the pot even more. Word on the street is, they've had enough of Oprah's so-called queen of control attitude. Monique and 50 are calling her out for manipulating people behind the scenes, using her power to twist situations in her favor, and making everyone around her move like chess pieces in her game. Apparently, things exploded after Oprah allegedly pressured Taraji to retract her earlier statements and appear on her show for a damage control sit-down. That's wild. Fans are saying Taraji didn't even want to do it, but Oprah's influence made it hard to say no. But here's the twist.
My raise. I haven't seen a raise in my income since Proud Mary. And almost had to walk away from Color Purple. Yes, ma'am. Who said what? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because you know what? If I don't take a stand, how am I making it easy for Fantasia and Danielle and Hallie and Felicia? Then why am I doing this? If it's all just for me, why are you here? We are to service each other. God is very clever. He put us on this earth and he made us all look different. He made it complicated. We need to figure it out. And we can, and we are. You have to look at the glass as half full. It's always half.
This beef between Oprah, Monique, and 50 didn't start yesterday. They've been at odds for years. Monique has spoken up countless times about being blackballed, while 50 Cent's been throwing shade and calling Oprah out for tearing down black entertainers while building her billion-dollar brand. So let's catch up in case you missed the chaos that's been shaking Hollywood these past few days.
On the street, Taraji, you had the audacity to say you're thinking about stopping acting. We said, stop talking. Are you thinking about it?
I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost. I'm tired of hearing my sisters say the same thing over and over. You get tired. I hear people go, you work a lot. Well, have to. The math ain't mathing. I'm tired of hearing that my entire career, 20 plus years in the game, and I hear the same thing, and I see what you do for another production, and when it's time for us to go to bed, you don't have any money. They play in your face. And I'm just supposed to smile and grin and bear it and just keep, enough is enough.
Taraji straight up called out Oprah for underpaying her on The Color Purple. Yeah, she didn't just hint. She flat out said Oprah paid her crumbs. That's wild coming from someone who's supposed to be all about uplifting others. Taraji revealed that the offer was so insulting, she almost turned down the entire movie. Imagine that. A powerful actress like Taraji Henson nearly walking away from such a major role just because of how low the check was. And the part that really cut deep? Taraji said she took it personally because she expected better from Oprah as another black woman. She thought Oprah would have her back, fight for fair pay, and set an example. But instead, Oprah allegedly did the complete opposite. And Taraji didn't stop there. When she sat down for that now viral interview with Gayle King, Oprah's ride-or-die best friend, she doubled down and spilled even more tea about how Oprah's been treating her and other black actors on set. While all this drama with Taraji was blowing up, fans couldn't help but notice something familiar. It's almost the exact same playbook Oprah used on 50 Cent and Monique. It's like history repeating itself, just with new faces in the spotlight.
Named after the Oprah, and your cat's name
And
is?
then Gail.
Gail, okay, Gail.
Back when 50 Cent was skyrocketing to fame, he tried to land a spot on Oprah's show. It wasn't just about clout. He genuinely wanted to show the world his growth, to change his public image from a hustler out of Queens to a respected mogul and businessman. That appearance could have been a game changer, not just for him, but also for his family. His grandma, who absolutely adored Oprah, would have been over the moon to see her grandson on that stage. But here's where things took a turn.
You had difficult demands.
I want to address it for the order that it went in. And when Mr. Daniels say I had these demands, it shocked me because I was saying to the screen, Dawn, please ask them what the demands were. And actually, there were no demands. There was a request from the movie studio, and they called and requested that I fly to France for the Cannes Film Festival. I simply said I respectfully declined. Because if you can remember at the time, there was a talk show called The Monique Show. I was doing a comedy tour. I was actually in the award season of the awards, and I'm also a wife and I'm a mommy. So when they called, I had a couple days just downtime. I wanted to spend that with my husband and my kids. So when we said we respectfully declined, the movie studio called back again. And they said, okay, well, we'll upgrade her hotel room. And my husband simply said again, we respectfully decline. She's gonna take this time with her family.
Yeah.
Well, when the third call came and they said, what is it gonna take to get Monique to France, to the Cannes Film Festival? And my husband said, is there a number associated with it? And they said, oh, we would never pay for anyone to do any promotions for a movie. And we said we understood, because what people didn't know was I was paid $50,000 to do the movie Precious. And it really wasn't about the money, and I'm not complaining because I signed up to do it with my friend.
Yeah. But
So when the movie-
you're saying that because you didn't have the money to do this on your own. Is that what you're saying? That you needed to
Well-
feed your family and pay your bills?
I think that's what America says.
Yeah.
I think we all say, I can't do it for free.
Right.
So when the movie studio says we can't set a precedent and pay you to do this, we didn't have an issue with them.
Okay.
But that's when the reports came that now Monique is being demanding and she's being difficult. They had a request, we simply had a request, and they said they couldn't do it, and we said we understood. That was
When 50 reached out with the idea, Oprah straight up turned him down. No sugarcoating, no polite excuse. She reportedly made it crystal clear that she wasn't interested in anything he had to say or promote. 50 Cent didn't take that rejection lightly. He felt disrespected, plain and simple. He went public, accusing Oprah of being biased against hip-hop and the kind of raw, unfiltered music he represents. Things got heated fast when he even called her an Oreo. Black on the outside, but white on the inside. That comment alone had the whole industry talking. He said straight up, I think she caters to older white women. She was completely against everything that was in my music, so she ain't never gonna have me on that show. I'm never gonna reach that platform, which is confirmation of being a huge success. So I just said, okay, if we can't be friends, then at least let's be enemies.
Heard that after you were cast, that you prayed to God to help you to believe in yourself.
Yes.
Which is so interesting because, like, you are Taraji P. Henson, you've done all of these iconic roles. People see in their minds, this is Cookie walking in there.
Right.
Why were you nervous about this?
Well, for me, one, I don't pick a role unless it scares me.
Ah.
Because fear is something to overcome.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be transformed in a way. And if I'm transformed, then the audience will be. So it has to move me to a place of fear. Like if I'm not scared, then it's like, maybe that's too easy for me.
Wow.
It has to be challenging for me because I have to challenge the audience.
50 didn't stop at words. He got petty with it. To drive his point home, he named his dog Oprah and his cat Gail after Oprah's best friend, Gayle King. Sadly, all of 50's attempts to call out Oprah didn't really make a dent, because a few years later, she did something even worse. This time, it was Monique who felt the full weight of Oprah's power, and it nearly crushed her career. Their feud goes all the way back to 2009, when Monique starred in the film Precious, which was produced by Oprah and Tyler Perry and directed by Lee Daniels. At first, everything looked like a dream collaboration, but behind the scenes, things turned toxic fast. Monique says the real trouble started when Oprah and Tyler began pushing her to do worldwide press for the movie without paying her a dime for it. Monique wasn't having it. She stood her ground, saying she wouldn't work for free, especially when the extra promotion wasn't even in her contract. She had already been paid only $50,000 for her entire role, pocket change compared to what that movie made. And now they wanted her to leave her family behind to promote it across the globe with no compensation? That's wild! But instead of respecting her boundaries, Tyler and Oprah allegedly turned on her. Monique says they started spreading the word around Hollywood that she was difficult and ungrateful. It didn't stop there. She claims Tyler Perry personally damaged her reputation by warning directors, including David Talbert, not to hire her. It was like they tried to erase her from the industry as punishment for simply demanding fair treatment. When Monique started publicly speaking her truth about everything that went down, the backlash was immediate. Almost everyone in Hollywood turned their backs on her, except one person, 50 Cent. He was the only major figure who refused to stay silent and actually stood beside her through it all. 50 took to Instagram and made a bold move. He posted a picture of Monique with a caption that instantly went viral. He wrote, "All in favor of Monique being back on top, say make it happen. 50 stopped playing around. I went to see Monique stand up during Super Bowl weekend. It was so good. She had me in a trance. You gotta go check her out." Fans went wild in the comments, praising him for defending a woman who'd been blackballed by the very people who claimed to empower others. But 50 didn't stop there. He followed it up with another post, straight up calling on Oprah and Tyler Perry to publicly apologize to Monique for everything they'd done to her. He said he wasn't gonna let the industry bury her talent anymore and vowed to help bring her career back to the top where it belongs. In his own words, "I'm sure Oprah Winfrey and Tyler Perry would not want to continue to allow their influence to damage Monique's career. This has gone on for way too long. Now would be a great time to apologize because I'm gonna put her back on Green Light Gang, I don't miss." But 50 wasn't done yet, because when Taraji started calling out Oprah for mistreating her, he stepped in again, just like he did for Monique. The man doesn't miss a beat. As soon as Taraji's story started blowing up, 50 reposted a screenshot of an article about her to his Instagram and made it clear he was ready to ride for her too. In his caption, he didn't hold back. He wrote, "They dropped the ball, FM. Taraji, I'm ready to work. Let's get it." It was classic 50, loud, loyal, and unfiltered. Fans flooded his comments with support, saying he's one of the few celebrities who actually stands up for Black women in Hollywood instead of staying quiet when things get uncomfortable. Say what you want about 50, but when it comes to defending his people, he's fearless. He'll go toe-to-toe with anyone, even Oprah herself. But here's where things got wild. After Taraji basically dragged Oprah through the mud and had the internet cheering her on, she suddenly flipped the script. Out of nowhere, she started praising Oprah, calling her a beacon of light and showing her love like nothing ever happened. People were confused, shocked, and honestly disappointed. She said, "Ms. Oprah has been nothing less than a steady and solid beacon of light to all the cast of The Color Purple. She told me personally to reach out to her for anything I needed. And I did. One call, one conversation, and one decision-making Black woman made me feel heard." The internet wasn't buying any of it. People instantly started speculating that Taraji's sudden change of heart wasn't real at all, that Oprah and the studio allegedly pressured her into posting that message to save The Color Purple from getting boycotted. Fans said it looked way too polished, way too timed, and way too convenient to be genuine. Social media lit up with accusations that Oprah was trying to protect the movie's image instead of addressing what really went down behind closed doors. But once Oprah realized that Taraji's statement wasn't swaying the public, she kicked things up to a whole new level. Oprah posted a photo of her and Taraji on Instagram, writing this long, dramatic caption like she was trying to rewrite the whole story. She said, "I've long admired Taraji. She can make you laugh, cry, cheer, and feel everything in between. But I had no idea she could sing. Taraji the actress? A force? Taraji the singer? A complete revelation. Taraji, the stage is now yours, and I already see the standing ovations for you. I'm fiercely welcoming Taraji to the Purple Sisterhood. Girl, please." The internet exploded after that post. People were like, "Now you want to play nice because the movie's release depends on it?" Fans called it one of the most calculated PR moves Oprah's ever pulled. She knew her reputation was tanking fast, and she wasn't about to let one of her biggest projects go down in flames. But Oprah wasn't done playing defense. Oh no. Just days later, she teased a sit-down interview with Taraji on her own platform. That's when everyone started asking the same question. Is this about healing? Or is it just another desperate attempt to fix her image? Because at this point, it's hard to tell if Oprah's trying to make peace or just trying to control the narrative like she always does. Joe, Oprah's PR team clearly saw the chaos exploding online, and they wasted no time jumping into damage control mode. Fans are convinced this whole friendly reunion with Taraji was nothing more than a staged publicity stunt. People are saying Oprah only pulled Taraji back into the spotlight to protect her own name and reputation. And the sad part? Taraji seems to be playing along because she's scared of getting blackballed just like 50 Cent and Monique. And honestly, you can see it in the clips. Taraji looks tense, uncomfortable, and far from genuine. It's like she's walking on eggshells trying not to step out of line. Fans noticed how her energy changed the moment Oprah re-entered the picture. The smiles looked forced, the words rehearsed. It didn't feel real at all. Meanwhile, sources close to 50 and Monique are saying the same thing. This whole situation might have been orchestrated by Oprah herself to save face. They claim she's using both the controversy and the people involved as chess pieces to polish her public image once again. Allegedly, she's pulling the same manipulation tactics she's used for years, playing people against each other, flipping narratives, and acting like the victim when things get messy. And honestly, it's not hard to see why so many folks believe it. Over the years, there's been a long trail of people who've worked with Oprah and later came out saying the same thing. She uses people, drains them for what she needs, and then moves on once they're no longer useful to her. And now, things are getting even messier, because while Oprah's team is scrambling to patch things up, new voices are stepping in, and they're not holding back. Industry insiders are whispering that more celebrities are ready to come forward about their own bad experiences with Oprah, and it's about to get ugly. Some are saying what's been exposed so far is only the tip of the iceberg. Behind the scenes, several entertainment figures are allegedly warning others to be careful about working with her. They claim she's built an empire not through kindness or mentorship, but through manipulation and control, always making sure the spotlight stays on her. The pattern is clear. Anyone who dares to speak out ends up mysteriously losing roles, deals, or credibility. It's like there's an invisible wall in Hollywood that only Oprah can open or close. And what's wild is that fans are starting to connect dots that were hiding in plain sight. They're bringing up past interviews, awkward red carpet moments, and even old clips where Oprah's friendly tone suddenly turned shady. Every piece of footage is being re-examined now, and people are saying it's giving a whole new meaning to her so-called Queen of Talk legacy. At this point, 50 Cent and Monique's fight against her doesn't look like a grudge. It looks like a full-on mission. As always, the internet had a lot to say about this chaos. And baby, they did not hold back. One comment that blew up said, "I expected this from Oprah, but I didn't expect it from Tyler Perry. Very sad and disappointing. This sounds like straight-up financial abuse. I'm shocked Monique got paid so little for such an amazing film." Fans were outraged, calling it another example of how powerful figures in Hollywood take advantage of the very people who help build their legacy. Another viewer chimed in, "This is why I love 50 Cent. He doesn't hold anything back. He keeps it 100 every single time. I used to look up to Oprah when I was younger, watching her show with my mom. I thought she stood up for strong Black women. But I see now she only stands for herself. She doesn't let anyone else rise and become their own legend." Woo, that one hit hard. People are done staying quiet. They're calling it how they see it. And now the big question, do you think this whole situation could finally be the downfall of Oprah's untouchable image? Has 50 Cent and Monique's truth-telling finally pulled back the curtain for good? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. I want to hear what you think. Make sure to hit that like, subscribe, and share button to keep this conversation going. And don't forget to check out the next video. It's just as messy, maybe even worse. See you there.